Hi Talkside Studio, my name is Dolapo. I am a content creator, a fashion model, and a virtual assistant. My Instagram handle is the__Okwe.
Hi Talkside Studio, my name is Sharon. I'm a realtor. My Instagram handle is Sharon__Kings.
Hi Talkside Studio, my name is Phoebe. I'm a lifestyle content writer and my Instagram handle is @BigFibs.
Hi Talkside Studio, my name is Olamide. I work in telecommunications and I'm also a writer. My Instagram handle is @Olamide.
Hi Talkside Studio.
Hi, my name is Phoebe.
Hi, my name is Sharon.
Hi, my name is Olamide.
And I'm Dolapo.
And you are welcome to another episode. So we see women supporting women, hashtags everywhere, every day. And the question is, do we really support each other? Or we just support each other online and offline, we are just there? What do you think?
You can look at it from different angles, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's just only louder on the internet. I believe women support women, but it's a little louder on the internet. In a sense of, say, selective support, how do I mean? A case where you're not in a circle of friends or in a particular tribe of group of women, you don't get to experience that kind of love or support from a group of ladies because you are not in their circle, right?
Yeah.
Personally, I've experienced where I feel like I'm fit to be like to get that support or that position, but because whoever was offering it, I wasn't in her circle, right? So she rather gave it to the ladies, even when they were not deserving, so to say, in like that particular position.
Yeah.
So yes, I believe women support women, but you have to be in the particular circle or tribe.
Yeah.
And also in a male-dominated space, let's use like an office setting where there are more men than women, and we have like a limited slot of like, we say promotion now. Say 4 of us were fighting for a particular position.
Yeah.
You don't expect me to put myself away just because I want to support you to gain that position. So yes, we do support ourselves, but I feel like it's more selective than it should actually be.
Yeah, to add to what you said, I was watching a video online and I think the babe stole a wig, very expensive wigs actually. And obviously in that kind of situation, you start filming. The first thing you think of is to start filming, right?
Yeah.
And they were filming and somebody was in the background saying things like, tear her clothes, strip her naked, she still do fine, get come out a wig. And I'm thinking, that's a woman, right? That's a woman.
Yeah.
We should be our own biggest protector, and we are not. Even that online too, we still see so many hate comments and everything from women.
Yeah.
You step into a place, you're looking your best self, but there's one woman in there feeling very insecure about how she looks. And then she projects that onto you, right? So I feel like, yeah, very selective. I have friends that support me and I support my friends as well. I have women around me that wants the best for me and what I do. And likewise me as well, but like I said, very selective, so.
Yeah, I agree to what she said, especially online. I mean, these days, people now have audacity.
Yeah.
Women don't even hide it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they will come to you and let you know that I don't support you. Even when they're even going through the same thing that you are going through, they will come to you and say, I don't support you.
Yeah.
Like, it's the percentage of women supporting women and women that don't support women. Honestly, women that don't support women is higher. Especially online. They can come to your face and pretend like they support you, but you see online.
Also, to add to that too, you realize that when we have cases of rape, women are the first people to ask, "Oh, was she wearing? I was she in the midst of guys?" And you don't hear guys say things like this.
I don't agree.
Yeah. Okay.
This example that you just gave, when like the case of rape, women, I don't think women are the first to. I don't know. I don't think women are the first to ask that question, right? I don't want to like give a particular story, but I've seen a situation where in case of rape now, I feel like men are people who do it, who ask that question, what was she wearing, or was she exposed? You get, I don't think it's women. In that sense, I feel like I agree that women support women when it comes to matters of rape
I don't think
No, I don't think so as well. I actually don't think so.
I mean,
I do.
Nah.
men don't do that anymore. They are now aware
Yeah.
that it is actually not
There
women's
are
fault.
men having
Yes.
children,
Yes.
female children, and they understand now they need to
Men are even more
protect.
emotional
Yeah.
to women that
I still disagree with you guys, because I feel like women have more emotions when it comes to men are very logical, right? Women are more emotional. If you're giving the sense that men now know how many men do you think are emotional in, let us not even go far, in this Lagos that we are, how many men do you think are emotional? But we know women have that natural instinct of being emotional and being drawn to children, whether or not the kid is theirs or not.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me now that in this day and time you think if men evolve, as you say, evolve in their emotions, do you think women were just stagnant? You don't think we evolve in our
no, that's
No,
the sad part.
I
They
think
don't, to be
no, I
honest.
think in some aspects we have in terms of what they call it, feminism or whatnot. But I don't think we know the real world of feminism. And I think I still really stand on my point. Women are the first to always ask, "What was she wearing?" Because I know we understand the art of seduction, right?
Yes.
So it's always about what you wear.
I actually think it's 50%, 50%, because comment sections online.
What you think is what?
Comment
80-20?
sections online would.
Yeah.
Well, let's not deviate, right?
Yeah.
I feel like when we talk about women supporting men, if we are saying women do not support women, I feel like it's more of like, how I explain it, more of when you see someone that's so to say in a lifestyle that you already envisioned yourself to be in. We more I will agree that yes, we get easily jealous or want to be, but when it comes to a case of rape, you cannot.
So are you willing to bet everything that you have now that women are always going to be on?
I followed a friend to file a rape case in a police station. We know how we have the female police officers, right? But the first person to ask me, not even, I wasn't the one who experienced that. The first person to ask me was a man, waiting you they wear. And the woman just
but that's subjective. That's your personal experience. Somebody else will say something different.
Yeah. I think it's 50-50.
Very subjective.
That's why I said it's 50%.
Yes. Where someone is telling you, she was raped, and a woman is the first person to ask, what were you wearing?
It's
I think the best
happening.
Yes, I think the best place where we will see the minds of both the male and the female is comment sections online.
Yes, and we see
when you go on, I mean, especially on Insta blogs and the likes, and you see rape cases. I mean, you open the comment section and you see
women,
you see women asking,
rape victims.
what were you wearing? I mean, why would you even be there in the first place? Some people will even be like,
we have different sides of social media.
Some people will even be like, I mean, they're not going. I mean, they've never gone to a man's house and slept in a man's house before. That what were you doing there? And that is a lie. You can't say that. I mean, you've literally not like gone to a man's house, slept in a man's house before. So that is a lie.
Let's
so
not
I
even
feel like
go far.
50-50.
A man that rapes a woman, the first thing his mother would say is, "Now you seduce my pikin." Let's not even go far.
Exactly. Yes.
Peradventure, you have a
Especially all of those mommy's
case,
boys.
and thank you. The guy that raped the girl, the mom is asking, "Now you seduce my pikin. Waiting you were coming house."
And she's a
mother.
Yes.
That probably has a female daughter as well.
She did not say it to your face. She would have it in her mind. You cannot read minds, but she would say it to someone else.
I hope I don't get to come across such people. But I think I've had to see a situation where a mother is telling a female female child that she seduced her son because of in case of being. I've not experienced it before.
Sorry to cut you there. I think I've seen a case whereby it was the elder sister that was coming out to tell the story of how her younger brother raped a girl, and her family, both the mother and the father, were supporting the male child. Like what you said. That I mean, there's no way their child is willingly going to rape. Exactly, and she said her family. So was supporting. So she was now the one that was supporting the girl that was raped. I mean, and she was saying it like both her father and her mother were literally supporting her. So, I mean, the mother was also supporting her.
She's a woman.
And we're not also forgetting the fact that the elder sister too is a woman. And
That's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
why
very
you said
subjective and
50-50.
50-50. You cannot erase the bad
Just
part. Then it's the bad
agree that
part.
it is
I'm
50-50.
saying in the
Maybe
point-
I agree to
in the
disagree.
case where you said it is more men, I mean, more women that say, or that ask the question, what was she wearing? That's where I disagree.
Okay.
Okay.
Right?
That is
But
fair.
If you're coming with the angle of 50-50,
50-50.
I no firmly
Yeah.
agree, but I mean,
Okay.
we see these days.
Okay, yeah. So
That is
let's
fair.
just go. So do we think that women have a price? I mean, you as a woman, I mean, when someone comes to you and be like, if I offer you 50 million naira or 60 million naira, would you do something for me that you do not want to do, that you as a person would not want to do in the first place? So do we think that every woman has a price, or do we think that every woman or any woman can want to, I mean, compromise? Yes. Maybe you are not going to do that in the first place, but because of what you are being offered, you would want to do that. What do we think concerning that?
I feel like the term "every woman has a price" is unfair. Because not only women have a price, men too have a price.
Yeah.
It's a matter of it's a human thing, not necessarily a woman thing.
Yeah.
I think it was this morning or last night. I saw a picture of 3 men in politics. Right, they were on their knees and shaking our president. Right. I'm not really diving into politics here, but in that scene, you could tell that they were all doing all of that for political favors or like just to be on the good side of the president. I didn't read much on the case, but I could see in the picture, you could tell what that scene was giving. I mean, those are men, not women, right? If we're going to be talking about if women compromise on their values or this thing, we could also say men too, because I can swear that those men at a point in their life must have sworn that they would never be on their knees.
Yeah.
Fellow men. They would never do this. They would never do that. But they find themselves now doing that. I think in the comment section, someone mentioned, "Oh, and these are people's fathers doing this thing." So yeah, I believe it's more of a human thing than a woman thing. Everybody has like a selling point, right? I also watched a movie. Sorry, I also watched a movie at a point. I think in 2022, where a lady doesn't like. She said she's a what do you call these people that don't eat meat?
Vegetarian.
And she found the guy she was dating then invited her to her family to his family's house.
Okay.
Then the guy's dad was offering her meat, and she was like, "Oh no, she wasn't." The man said like dropping money or cash on the table.
Wow.
Oh, if I give you this, would you eat? She said no. He kept on piling and piling up until he got to a point where she needed that money, and the money that was stacked on the table has exceeded what she needed like the money for, and she agreed. Someone who hasn't like eaten meat for years ate meat.
Last wait that toilet.
So I'm saying that
I know, right?
everybody has a selling point. Depends on where you are when you find yourself. But my own take would be, if you have a standard or your values, you shouldn't go against depending on you shouldn't go against your values, no matter what's like is on the table, what is set on the table. So don't put yourself in that position where someone has to offer you whatever so that you can go against such values that you set yourself.
I also don't think it's about putting yourself there. I feel like sometimes you just find yourself in that position where you have to compromise your standards, or even accept a certain kind of reward for something you usually not do. But in terms of compromising your standards, I've done it for free. They did not give me anything. Right? So, and it was because I found myself in that situation. Right? In a relationship, you find yourself putting up with things that usually you would not do. Right? You could be like, I would never take a man cheating on me, I would walk away. And then they cheat on you and you're still there for free. So I feel like it's not a matter of if you can choose to do this thing. Sometimes you get to that position and it's like you have no other choice. In a case where your mom is ill, you need money, and somebody is saying, "You stick with me, I'll give you 10 million naira." Okay, I will do it. That's my mom's life on the line. I'll do it. And it's not because I want to, but like that's my mom. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So talking about price, I'm not sorry, but I'm going to refer it to God.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's not a woman thing, it's man, woman.
Yeah.
When God created us, He created us with a purpose in life.
Yeah.
And people normally just put price as material things and all of that. It is more than that. I mean, you can choose to want your own price to be material things, and you can choose to want it to be something else.
Yeah.
But every woman and man, we have a purpose,
Yes.
we have a price. So I'm replacing price with purpose.
Yeah.
And in case of compromising and standards and all of that, you have to make sure that once you know your purpose in life, even if you don't know the purpose for God, for yourself, at least you know what you
What you want for yourself.
for yourself. Yeah, you have to make sure that whatever you're compromising is aligned with your with your purpose in
Something you
life.
can live with.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's not easy. Trust me.
True.
We are all going to come to a point in life that we have to make choices that we don't want, choices that we've never even imagined.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree with
we
that.
have a price.
I believe that instead of the word price, I would say boundary.
Okay.
I mean, what you said you can be in a relationship and they might be cheating on you. I mean, but it's to get to a point that you would not be able to take it. You would walk away.
Yes.
So, I mean, I feel like it has to do with boundary. You know that, okay, you don't want this thing. Or, I mean, I've had a case like that, a relationship like that. I'm a very anxious person. Whenever I'm traveling. I mean, I usually want someone I call my own, someone I love to call me when I'm traveling. So, I mean, I might not even want my parents to call me because I feel like they would be,
Probably add to
the worries. So, but I mean, somebody I love would have a way to calm me down. So I want you to call me. So that relationship was beautiful. But that day I was traveling and this person was not doing anything. If to say after everything, he called me and be like, okay, he was doing something at this particular time. I would understand that, okay, maybe it was this thing that I was doing. That was why he couldn't call me at that particular time. But I mean, I was traveling and when I went out, till I got back, there was no call from this person. So that was it for me. I can never
That was a deal breaker.
A deal breaker. I can never be in a relationship with somebody that knows that I'm anxious whenever I'm traveling, but choose not to call me. So that was a deal breaker for me. And because of that, I broke up with the person. So, I mean, that
was your own boundary.
That was my own boundary, exactly. So that was my own boundary. So it's to get to a point that you know that, okay, you this is what you cannot take. Even if it hurts you, I mean, even if it hurts you, you will continue to remember exactly what that person did. So that is what will come to your mind. But in the case of price, I would say, okay, you know that, okay, this person knows that, I mean, you do not want to do this thing. You don't want to do that thing. And that person is now trying to make you do that thing. Why?
By putting a price to
By putting a price to it. So the question will be, why do you want me to do that thing? When you know that I do not want to do it. So, I mean, I feel like that would be more of what would be in our minds than the old money thing. I mean, you can feel like you can still be able to, if you know that, okay, there's a way you can still get that money aside that thing. I mean, it's not possible for you to be out of all choices.
But in a case, sorry. In the illustration that Mide gave, I said, her mom wasn't feeling well and she gets an offer of 10 million naira. You think at that point that what would be in her head is, why is this person offering me that money?
Like, is there something else there?
I get that.
I am not going to be doing that. Please run me the 10 million.
This money would solve my mom's problem. This money would do this for me. At that point, I don't think the question that would be in your mind would be, why is this person? I think that question will come maybe afterwards. If you decide to compromise on your boundaries, or if you decide to compromise on whatever values that you feel like what comes first at that point is that what you need, that price that the person is offering to solve your immediate problem. Right?
I feel like it's not black and white. It's more gray.
Sorry. I want to talk about a personal experience.
Okay.
So there's this guy that I'm currently talking to.
Yeah.
And he called me. I missed this call. And I texted him back. I called him back. He didn't pick. He did not reply me for hours. And then later on, he texted me. He called me. And he called me. I picked the call and was like, "How are you? How was your day? What are you doing?" You didn't explain. You did not, like, courtesy just demands
that you
I'm
explain.
so
Yes.
sorry. I missed your call. I was doing this. I don't have a problem with you not texting me for hours. I mean, we don't have to talk
Yeah. I mean,
247.
Yeah.
But just courtesy demands, even if it is not a girl that you're trying to date, just if it's a business call, you miss the business call, just explain the reason why you missed the person's call.
Yeah.
And I was like, thinking about it, I'm like, it's a boundary for me, to be honest. It might seem as a little thing, but
yes.
I thought about it. What is more to come from just that little thing? Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you cannot just explain why you could not pick the call or reply my text message, so that's the boundary.
It's very fun. I mean, I relate to that because anytime someone, I was discussing with a friend, and when she was asking me about that particular relationship I talked about, and I told her that a girl, so I would not even call her my friend because when I was talking to her, she was asking me about it, and she was telling me that is the reason why I now. I'm like, that is it for me.
Yeah.
Do you get?
I mean, that is it for me.
How long?
Like, it
how
doesn't
long
have
was
to
the
be a
relationship
big.
for?
It was a year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that the first time he did something like that? Did he used to call you?
Actually, that was the first time.
Okay, so do you think you should have given a little bit more grace?
Nah,
No?
I didn't think so.
Because I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think, aside relationship, do you think that you've at any point in your whole life compromised on your values?
Well, I'm someone who is very big on values, and I believe that there is nothing you want me to do and that I know that I do not want to do.
Yeah.
And then you want me to do that thing because you want to offer me money.
Not necessarily.
Not for money.
Okay, not necessarily money.
Yeah.
No.
So you've not compromised?
No, I don't think not that I can think of.
Okay.
It's possible I might have, but not that I can think
when
of.
it comes to that, your example, your relationship example, I think you should have. It's something that you could have talked about, not necessarily just. I understand it's your.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
You don't know if it's. I know that people change over time. Right?
Yeah.
People, they're not fixated on a particular behavior or pattern. I feel like if where I would have left is the case where after I explained that this is the boundary that you crossed,
and it does it again.
I don't like that you crossed this boundary, and the person still goes ahead to do the same thing. That's when I can now leave. But on the first go like that, I don't think it's reason enough.
Do you actually know why I went ahead with the old breakup thing? Was because I gave him time. I mean, to fully explain himself, and I mean, you know that you've actually done this thing. You should try to, explain or try to see reasons or try to do something.
Yeah.
So, after we talked about it, he was still bent on the fact that, it was just, like, he was making it as if it was not really a big deal. And that is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm always anxious whenever I travel. So why is it not a big deal for somebody that I said I love?
Yeah.
So I thought about it and I felt like, no, this is not something that I can do. Because I personally, when he's always traveling, I call like so much that he even started to tell me that, okay, it's okay. So yeah. So I now feel like, I expect the same thing from you because you are not even always anxious whenever you are traveling, but I am.
Yeah.
So I feel like you are supposed to do, more. I'm supposed to be the one to tell you, okay, it's okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Do you get?
Another random question.
Yeah.
For us here. Do you think that after you must have compromised on your values or your whatever price I was given to you, do you think one should feel guilty for going against their values? Like, say you've collected the money and whatever. Do you think you should feel guilty?
I feel like you are definitely going to feel guilty.
Yeah,
You
but
don't need to feel guilty.
But I also
You
feel
made
like
the decision on your own.
But you also know that you were still the one that laid out those values for yourself.
Yes.
You don't think it's you betraying yourself?
No.
You made the decision not because you wanted to make that decision, but because of what you were offered.
But regardless, the decision
Or what was on the line.
But regardless, the decision was made. So you feel guilty now.
I don't think you feel guilty. As humans, we know what we are doing.
No, I feel like
I'm doing anything, I know what I'm doing.
It is okay to feel guilty. That's why you know that
Exactly,
I've compromised on my standards. It's okay, but
You definitely
also
feel
it's
guilty,
very
but
important
it's
to
okay.
learn to forgive yourself.
Mhm.
You make mistakes. You have to learn
Yeah.
to forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Right? You forgive other people when they offend you. So why can't you just forgive yourself when you have shortcomings or make shortcomings, so yeah.
Yeah. Do we have any other questions? Does anyone have anything to add or anything to say?
Not really. I'm good.
Thank you so much for joining us today. See you in another episode. Bye.
Bye.